Yeah, so part two. I'm not calling out this comment. I'm not going to say who left this comment, but I want to just say this. You know, Joe Biden has brought in a lot of undocumented immigrants in this country. Do you think that that's a president that cares for the uh, the state of black people? If you're bringing in people, you're bringing in undocumented immigrants, right? Where are they going to put all these undocumented immigrants? Are they going to live in neighborhoods where these lawmakers live? Oh, no, no. We're going to take them to the city. And what part of the city, you think? If we're talking about Chicago, are they going to North Chicago? Are they going to West Chicago? Oh, no. We'll put them right on the south side with the blacks. And these are the same people who complain about lack of opportunity, lack of resources, and the undocumented immigrant is taking all those resources from you. I'm only talking about this because I'm just going to keep it real. It's going to come a time. I'm 29 right now. I'll be 49 in 20 years. Hopefully this channel isn't deleted at that point. But it's going to become a time when all these conspiracies on white supremacy and race, and let me tell you, I believe the government does set up things by design. I told you, if we can eliminate hate groups, we should have a way where we cut down on crime in the black community. As in, we stop having women have kids they can't take care of. Because this is what's creating crime when you don't have family structure in the home. I'm just telling you what I believe. Because I didn't have family structure coming up myself. But we need to find a way to effectively make black communities more livable. So we're not leaving our own communities and going other places where we're not naturally accepted. Because let's just keep it real. Everybody wants to live amongst people that look like them. I just personally don't believe that cultures mix with one another. Like, I was reading a comment on the video, and this is what inspired me to make the white neighborhoods, white supremacy video. It was a comment that said, we want to just live in communities where there's no violence and no loud music. Well, I was so used to violence and, well, not necessarily a lot of violence, but loud music at night. Oh, I heard that a lot coming up. And it's normal in black neighborhoods. And that's what I'm saying. Cultures, different cultures don't mix with each other. You're going to have a lot of fighting and arguing when cultures mix. And that's just what it is. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, a lot of these theories on race and oppression is getting really old. Where no one, this is what I think. The liberal is really getting tired of black people. I'm only saying this because why would you bring in almost over 6 million undocumented immigrants, and they're going to Chicago, they're going to Texas, some are in Philly, some are in New York. They're in black communities, by the way. I believe that not necessarily the Hispanic, but more of the immigrant from South America, Central America, they're going to be the new Negro, where the liberals are going to advocate that they get more rights. You know, they they're going to advocate for them more, and it's going to they're really just getting tired of black people. They are. And let me tell you this. I don't want no one advocating for me. I'm a grown man. I advocate for myself. I speak for myself. But all of this talk of oppression and Black Lives Matter and affirmative action and all this special treatment is dying away. People are losing they're losing a lot of patience with us as a people, because this has been going on for about 1960, going on 60 years now, and things are getting worse. And they're moving on to other things. They're moving on to the Hispanic. I said this in the last video, or a video similar. It's going to come a time, it's going to be very soon, that I feel like, I don't know about now, but it's going to come a time when they're going to just stop like advocating for black people. Because people say like, oh, you're not looking at the underlying cause of why black communities are the way they are. The government is responsible for this, and FBI. I'm telling you, they don't want to hear that no more. They don't want to hear these things. They're just getting tired of it. And my plan, this is, if you, I have solutions for things. I just believe some parts of the culture need to be amended, where we don't feel unsafe walking in our own neighborhoods. Because these very neighborhoods are the only places where we are naturally accepted. We don't have to worry about, did you guys remember that story where it was a black dude who was I think he locked himself outside of his house, and a cop arrested him for burglary, and it was his house. And I think President Obama invited both of them to the White House or something like that. This is like over 10 years ago. This is like when Obama was first elected. A black dude he locked himself out the house trying to get inside. A cop thought he was breaking in his own house. He got arrested, and Obama invited both of them to the White House. I'm only bringing that up because he was in a white neighborhood. And this is my thing. I'm not going to get upset, only because here's the thing. I know what it is. You can't expect to be in another person's neighborhood and have them accept you with open arms. I get that. Because at the end of the day, they weren't coming to my old neighborhood. They weren't moving into where I live. So I can't get mad at them. I'm just saying that as a people, we should have it where we're not going to someone else's neighborhood. We're not a guest in their house. We need to make it where our neighborhoods are safe. Because one thing about the black conservatives, not all of them, they're not talking about things like this. They're not really trying to make the neighborhoods better. I don't really think a lot of them really care. This is why they talk on Fox News and they have their own shows, because they're really about self. I don't really think they're for the community. Because at the same time, it is very dangerous too. But I don't like how things are going. I really see like I see a lot of danger for black people in the near future. Like 20 years from now, it doesn't look good, man. I mean, you have 6.5 million illegal immigrants in the United States right now. I just don't think things are looking good at all. But I only made this video just because I know I have new subscribers. I am not in any way like, I'm not Candace Owens or Brandon Tatum, and I'm not Dr. Umar or Tariq. I'm just someone with an opinion. I'm real balanced now. I'll talk about both sides, because being one-sided, I can't be true on here and be one-sided. I'm neutral sometimes, and then Other times, like I said, I may side with one group and I might side with the other.